Alright, Code of Arkansas Rules, Title 15, which is Oil and Gas Commission, Department of Energy, and General Rules, Part 275, Subpart 1, Administrative, 275, 104, Enforcement Procedures, Definitions. Is given in the Sex Commission with the Oil and Gas Commission with the Director of the Production Conservation Service, the Secretary with the no voting, and the Director of the Oil and Gas Commission, the Director of Production Conservation Regulated Entity means all operative of the owner, producer, the person with the Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority, UIC with the Underground Injection Control Program, Federal State Safety Drinking Water, Federal 42 U.S. Standard Code 300F, the Tennessee with the any regulated entity with the engage with the drilling, operating plug with the production, inject with the well with the drill hole with the Oil and Gas Commission, Operation Crude Oil Gas Production Injection Facility operating with the natural gas crude oil flow line regulated with the commission, transfer of the tank truck of the oil field with the production completion fluid, seismic activity, any other activity regulated with the commission subject selection with the violation, oil gap with the brine set with any rule permitted the condition commission, according to the Arkansas Code 1572-103C with the 1572-303C with any person knowingly without willfully abating and aiding and abetting any other person with the violating state with the statute relating with the conservation oil, gas, and or brine violation provisions, state oil, gas, brine statutes, and any of the rule order permit with the condition subject shall subject with the same penalty prescribed with the herein regulated entity with its note of the non-compliance. Note of the non-compliance may be deemed with regard with the entity with the non-compliance requirement of the oil and gas with any with the brine statute rules order any permit condition of the non-compliance with which cause for the regulated entity with the deliberation act for the entity with the necessary with the debate with the non-compliance for the commence immediately well to complete with the specific day with the certain established with the director of production conservation his or her the designee with the NIC with 30 days for the day with the determination of the regulated entity with the determined with the non-compliance with the non-compliance is not cause cannot reasonably expect with the cause of the position environmental harm of the damage property with the notice for the non-compliance with the document with the writing delivery with the furby with the first class with the mail regulated entity with the regulated either representative report with the commission form 1 organization report with the written notification shall indicate with the nature circumstance with the compliance with the time of the which of the means with the non-compliance is abated payment is not completed within space so it's just for the written notification of the director his or her designee with the may issue with the formal notice of violation with the subsection E with the section below for the provision subsection D shall not apply with the following type of instances and may require for the notice of the violation issued with the form for the subsection E with the shall be below to any regulated activity specified in subsection B with the shall be approved with the prior to the issue with the reinsurance with the appropriate convention of the authority operating annual or casing injection the disposal of well pressure for the annual failure to maintain the required performance of the bounds with the pay with the annual well fees failure step with the mechanical integrity underground injection control of the well prior to the operation failure with the underground injection control well found failure with the mechanical integrity commencing any work activity one well with the related production facility with the well site with the have been played for the abandonment of the orphan well plugging program failure to provide emergency response with the crude oil saltwater spill improper discharge the spill with the product refill with the operating well with the violation space with the requirement permit conditions the notice of the violation with the violation notice of violation may be needed for the director for the his or her designated regulated to end with the violation requirement of the Arkansas oil gas the brine statute of the rules over the permitted condition of the commission those otherwise determined the commission after the notice of the regulated entity shall be held responsible for the commission violation oil gas the brine statute of the rules of the permit with the condition of the commission after the issuing with the underlying notice of the violation with the written with containing with the statement regarding with the name of the violation covered include with the content citation of the specific section oil and gas with the brine statutes rule order permit condition with the commission when alleged to have been violated suggestion action with the need with the debate with the violation include with the appropriate remedial measure to prevent future violation see with the time of the violation should be debated with the time notice of D with the notice of any civil penalty should be specified in subsection G with the section below with the director requested to be issued within the commission E with the notice of any civil penalty with the violation natural gas line with the regulation of the United States with the Department of Transportation officer for the pipeline safety jurisdiction according with the appropriate federal regulations specified in Title 49 CFR 192.23 with the director will require the issue with the commission of the notice violation should include with the well leaf for the unit necessitation requirements for the following type of violation production allowable ability to maintain require with the well specific performance of drilling operating without commission permit the permanent transfer of the well required with the be permanent transferred operating well that has determined the demand with the commission failure to plug with the leaking well with the well ordered to plug by the commission operating annular casing injection and disposal with the operating an underground injection control class 2 or 5 of the well fail with mechanical integrity press and with the operating the underground injection class of the 2 with the 5 with the pressure annuals indicate with the 2 with the casing failure with the failure to provide the emergency responsible to remediate the crude oil, the production water spill, improper disposal of the discharge produced fluids, any other violation, necessitation requirement, and authorized oil and gas brine statute, rule, order, permit, condition. Those violations include with the state will have the absent necessitation of the requirement of the following type of violation: failure to maintain the required blanket financial assurance. This is for the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rule 275-202, with the failure to pay with the annual well field specified in the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rule 275-202, failure to pay any of the funds obtained with the orphan well plugging specified in the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rule 275-701, failure to comply with the provisions of the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rule 275-229 and 275-503, any violation of the state with a wide necessitation requirement of the authorized oil and go with the brine statute with the rule, order, permit with a condition. Director with his or her designation with the verified with the certified with the notice violation regarding the entity with the regulated entity representative of the report with the commission form 1 organization report chart with the violation provided person will develop the copy with the notice for the regulated entity with the regulated entity representative. Sorry. 6A regulated entity charged with the violation may require the director review with the notice violation provided with the director with the writing with the information mitigation violation below 30 calendar day with the mailing with the personal delivery of the original knowledge of the violation. The shorter time period with the stress by the notice violation with the instant with the conditional created for the imminent danger for the health and safety of the public with the treatment threats with the significant environmental harm and danger property with the stuff of the written information included with the proposed with the alternative with the required with the action with the need with the debate with the violation partnership with the information regulated and the director should conduct a review. Step of the during the review with the director may consider the following criteria with the reaching final director decision regarding with the violation regulated and with the history of the previous violation, including the violation of the location of the permanency of the violation, including the imperishable harm with the environmental damage of the property degree with the culpability with the regulated and any specific additional condition of the factors of aggravation, mitigation violation, including the information provided with the regulated entity upon completion of the review. The director shall issue the final director decision after the violation with the vacate with the violation amended with the modified with the type of the violation abatement of the requirement specified for the violation. D. Establish probationary permanent modification condition of the underlying permit is required. Later, the violation include with the special monitoring and reporting requirement to enter the settlement agreement with the amount provided with the complete with the remedial action necessary to abate violation, reduce amount with the requested excess civil penalty. Final director decision delivered to regulated entity representing the reporter of the Commission Form 1 organization report. Be for first class mail. Final director decision appeal with the commission with the following application in accordance with the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rules 275-101 and 102 with the other applicable hearing. Proceed with the applicant appeal with the final director with the decision. Credit to receive with the director of a 30 day with the mailing final director decision. The applicant shall state with the reason the appeal with the schedule with the commission according with the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rules 275-102 and 101. Other applicable to hearing. Proceed with the notice violation with the director review with the head record with the shall become with the final of the dimension with the commission with 30 days following with the mailing with the notice of the violation. Final directive with the decision not appeal with the commission with 30 days with the mailing with the final director's decision to become the final administrative decision of the commission. Okay, all the violation notice of the violation shall become the final administrative of the decision according with the subdivision E10 of the section of the final decision. The record of the decision on the will shall become final administrative of the decision. If the commission according subsection E11 of the section by order of the commission shall be filled with the time frame specified by the original notice of the violation final director of the decision and order of the commission. No, the further penalty authority issued with the regulated and all understanding violations specified with the violation have to become final administrative for this according to the subdivision E10 of the section final director decision has become the final administrative of the decision of the commission according to the subdivision E11 of the section by order of the commission has been fully abated. In addition, with the issue with the notice of violation, the director may either initiate further enforcement procedure to provide with the statutes involved with assessment civil penalty with the provide with the Arkansas Code 1571-114, 1572-101, 1572-202, and 1576-303 with the revocation of the certificate claim for the statewide base for the provided in Arkansas Code 1571-110-D11. Filing a civil complaint with the court over the compounded jurisdiction of the court violation and provide with the Arkansas Code 1572 1572-108 or 1576-304 with the filing criminal compliant with any of the court component jurisdiction provided by the Arkansas Code 1571-114, 1572-104, 1576-303. Civil penalty for the director shall determine the requirement of the assessment of civil penalty for the based on the failure to comply with the applicable abatement of the requirement of the violation issued from the subdivision G2 and 3 of this section below. The director shall determine whether the requirement of the assessment of the civil penalty violation issued within subsection G4 and 5 of this section below, but if the civil penalty required the director the regulator for the ending with the voluntary agreement of the assessment of the pay with the civil penalty is requested, modified by the director, his or her with the design may file with the application in accordance with the Title 15 CFR 275-101 and 102 with the other applicable hearing with the procedure with the required for the issue with the required for the civil penalty with the commission. Maximum amount with the director for the requested civil penalty cannot be carried to provide in the subsection G2 and the 5 of the section below, but however the commission, when it is not bound with the director for the request for the amounts provided below, may impose a civil penalty with the maximum allowed amounts permitted by law with administrative violation and defined with the failure to file required reports and form to provide with the regulated required with the notice of the spill, excluding spillment notice included but not limited to the regulated activities shown with the failure with the file, the production well report with the other report with the required with the commission rule of the order and permit conditions. Soon over the commission for war setting and surface casing with the plugging with the well with the maintaining required with the performance bound with the force of the well with the under for the rent pay annual of the well fee with the specified time when the director may recover the assessment with the $1,000 per administrative violation up to $1,000 per day. Each violation may remains unpaid with the specified compliant with the date of the per administrative of the civil penalty course shall be calculated with the non-previous violation same rule of $250 with one of the previous violation same rule $500 and two or more previous violations same rule $1,000 with the fourth and each subsequent violation same rule shall be considered limited violation according to the subdivision D4 of the section below with the indeed at the time of the frame of the give to determine the previous violation should be limited regulated in these violation record for the preceding 3 calendar years before the issuance of violation operation violation of the defined failure to comply maintain compliance with the commission rule of the well drilling the operation production facility with the pipeline seismic operations and or commencing an operation with a permit prior to the issuing with the reissuing with the required permanent authority. These operations include but not limited regulated activities of the operating well of the natural gas pipelines without prior proper permit with the transferring ownership with the failure to maintain the well crude oil flow line with a leak-free condition, failure to comply with the non-jurisdictional natural gas pipeline, requirement failure to notify the spill, occurring with the failure to maintain the containment of the and operating with the exploration production full with transportation without proper permit with the multiply into the same of the violation against the regulated implication should be considered a separate violation of the director may recover the assessment with a $2,500 per operating violation with a $2,500 per day with each of the day with the violation remains unpaid with the specified with the compliant with the day with the exemption of the operating violation of the Arkansas Code 1576-303 with the maximum $1,000 per operating violation. Per operating violation, civil penalty should be calculated with no previous violation, same with the rule $500, one previous violation, same with the rule $750, two with more previous violation, same with the rule $1,000. Fourth, in each subsequent violation with the same of the rule considered a significant rule violation according to the subdivision G4 of the section 5 of the time of the frame be determined the previous violation they should be limited regulated in each violation with the proceeding with the full calendar years issuing with the violation if the violation of the road can agree with the probability of the environmental impacts over the land with the vegetation with the crop with the turf with the water ground life with the groundwater livestock with the wildlife with the $250 with the high degree with the probability with the cover with the environmental impact with the soil with the land with the vegetation crop with the turf with the water groundwater livestock with the wildlife with the foul $500 cover the environmental impact of the indoor lands with the vegetation crops with the water groundwater livestock wildlife and $1,000 in violation created with the hazard with the safety with any other person contaminated with the potable water well with the emission of the hydrogen sulfide gas with the $2,000 and $2,000 SIP limited to Arkansas Code 1576-303 with the otherwise provided in subdivision G5 and in subdivision G6 with the section below significant violation may resist Drove the request for the director for his or her designated civil penalty for $2,500 per violation, $2,500 each day with the violation of the following types of rules. Failure to comply with the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rules 275-105. Failure to comply with the well spacing provisions. Operating underground injection control well without proper permit. Operating annular casing injection well with a disposal of the operating underground injection control well prior with establishing mechanical integrity. Operating underground injection well with a failed mechanical integrity test. Operating underground injection control well with the pressure of the only failure to provide with the emergency response with the marine mediated crude oil with the petroleum whose water is filled with the improper disposal of the discharge of the produced fluid. liquids. Per violation, civil penalty should be computed as trouble with the diminution of the amount of $1,000, one or more with the previous violation of the same type with the $500 per violation caused of the environmental impacts of the water, groundwater, wildlife, $1,000, and or the violation created with a hazardous safety with any of the persons of contamination, portable well with emission with a hydrogen sulfide and over the $1,500. Time frame of the determined previous violation shall be limited regulated with an even violation core of the preceding 3 calendar years of execution of the violation in accordance with the Arkansas Code with the 1572-103 with the director his or her designated request a civil penalty of $100,000 for any person transport liquid or the other subject to the violation rule of the order commissioner dumping the with the liquid substance improperly without authorization well the well say director his or her designated made a request of the amount of civil penalties of the applicable federal law violation of the United States with the Department of Transportation over the pipeline safety jurisdictional natural gas line requirement of the civil penalty is civil pay with the commission with the deposit with the commission operation fund additional any civil penalties is civil pay with the violation especially for the Arkansas Code 1572-202 shall be determined with the general fund with the county where the violation cover the road bridge for the highlights for the discretion of the county court. Or that was Title 15, Chapter 15, Subchapter A, Part 2, 75, Subpart 1, 104, Enforcement Procedures. Title 15, Code Arkansas Rule 275-105 has been reserved. Alright, Title 15, Title 15, 275-106 for determination of the natural gas well category surveillance for the tax purposes. Applicability according to the Arkansas Code 2658-128 with the Director of Oil Gas Commission for determining well categories over the oil gas of all gas production wells, which will do for the Department of Finance Administration for determining the appropriate surveillance for the tax rate each well as all gas well production under the jurisdiction of Oil Gas Commission subject to the provisions section of the definition within this section. Commission means Oil Gas Commission, which the Oil and Gas Director for the Production Conservation serves as the Secretary of the non-voting member of the conventional gas well with the meaning of the gas well with the notified, not classified high-cost gas well with the director mean with the oil gas direct mention of the director production conservation high-cost gas means all gas well produces gas for the shale, any shale formation including but not limited to Fayetteville Shale with the Willard Ford Shale, Moorfield Shale with the Chattanooga Shale, strategically equivalent described the published for the stratigraphic nomenclature record of the Arkansas Geological Survey produces gas for the completion located with the depth of 12,500 feet below the surface of the earth, which will determine the depth and length of the maximum continuous drill standing string with the drill pipe and determine between the drill bit with the face and with the drill rig with the Kelly bushing with the producing gas type of the formation with the defining formation. It briefly determine the low permeability formation Oil Gas Commission under the field rules Bottomville, Chestnutville, Gragville, Waveland, Richmount, Mansfield, Whitchester for the Exclosure, Title 15 Code for Regulation 275-231 determine the production conservation established superpermeability of 1 millidaracy or less are determined with a tight glass formation of the field rule general order of the Oil Gas Commission issued direction publication produce the gas of the geopressure brine producing occluded gas from the coal seam of the marginal conventional gas well of the mean with the conventional gas well with the incapable of producing 250 MCFs per day with the all valve zone with the source of the determine the sum of the individual interdeliverable rates each zone with the using one or over the current well with the deliverable rate methodology is described in subsection 8 of the section below. Marginal high-cost gas well with a high-cost gas well incapable of producing more than 1,000 MCF per day with all of the zones of producing with a determined sum of the individual deliverable rates for each of the zone using one over the current well have a deliverable rate methodology describing subsection H of this below. New discovery gas well with the meaning of the conventional gas well with the commencing with the date with the first production ending with the date with the 24-hour with the consecutive calendar months with the following with the date with the first production on or before January 1st, 2009 with the Director of Production Conservation will determine initial well category existing with a gas well producing state. The well contained with the 2 or more separate metering producing zones of the source of supply and 1 or more of the producing zones of the director category. Well category shall be based on those zone well produced large percentage of the total well per production will based on the most recent from the back pressure of the methodology specified in the Title 15 CFR 275-405. On before January 1st, 2009, the Director of Production Conservation shall notify each of the permit holder each of the existing well determination as a high cost gas well, including whether high gas well production first production for a minimum period of 36 calendar months for the date of first production, long period with a granted with the department in accordance with the Arkansas Code. Marginal conventional gas, marginal high cost gas well, and new discovery gas well with a conventional gas well. D1. After January 1st, 2009, the design of the production conservation will determine the time of the permitting each of the new well of the appropriate well category subsection C of the section that shall give the effective date of the production of the well category determination made at the time of the initial of the well permit issue with the amended with the accordance and with the subsection G of the section that shall be below shall determine the well category with the life of the well. Once the permit issue of the well can plead within two or more separately media of the producing zone with the source of supply, one or more of the production zone with the different categories of spread with the conventional gas, high cost gas category based on which zone of the which produce a larger percentage of the total well production of the initial back pressure test required Title 15 CFR 275-405. Well category determination for determining the category of the well throughout the life of the well regardless of the other zone of the producing the well later date with the test time of the well qualifies marginal conventional gas well, marginal high cost gas well. Following the well category, determining existing January 1st for the ongoing categorization new well with the 1 January with the permit holder that may request the new time the form prescribed by the Department of the Director of Production Conservation and other well category determination with respect to the well category definitions. Society subsection B with this section above the corner of the application proceed with the subsection I with the section below. On submission, application supporting documentation of the record information of the Director of Production Conservation shall make the determination 15 calendar days to receive such application effective date with the well category determination request should automatically be with the first day of the next month of the filing of the postmark where the application was direct mail with the Director of Production Conservation, Director of Production over the Conservation Office the day the same with the delivery of the person, the Director of the Production Conservation, who for the Director of the Production Conservation application sent with a V with the first class mail with the permit holder and a copy with the forward of the permit. If the applicant is denied with the Director of Production Conservation permit holder may approve of the Director of the Production Conservation determination with the compliance with the filing of the application according with the Title 15 CFR 275-101 and 102. Other applicable hearing procedures if the permit holder does not deny with the date with the Director of Production Conservation denial occurrence occur with effect of the day of the determination of the request of the subdivision F2 with the section above with the permanent hold of the sum of them may subject to additional payment of provision according with the department procedure. If the permit holder applies appeal for the denial with the effect of the day of the well code of categorization request shall remain in effect with the pending of the outcome of the appeal. If the following review of the complete reports of the monthly production report of the applicable well held with the deliverable rate utilizing one of the current methodologies specified in subsection E of the section below over the other information direction production conservation determined the well with the non-category of the direction production conservation determined the correct well category notified by the permit holder. The correct well category determination shall become in effect for the first day of the month following with the month of the director for the production conservation notified the permit holder of the correct well category determination. List the permit holder filed and appeal with the director of production conservation decisions according with the Title 15 Code Arkansas Rules 275, 102, and 101 or other applicable hearing procedures. All existing category determination subsection C section no well category determination subsection D of the section shall be based on the one of the following current well-headed deliverable rate methodologies establishing cumulative deliverable well utilization methodology specified in the Title 15 CFR 275-405. Code of Arkansas Rules 275-405. Calculation cumulative with deliverable utilizing the most recent 6 month average daily rate of the production well under the actual operation conditional dividing total gas output with the well number of days of the well produced applicable 6 months for the year to have with the well category determination method is not applicable to the well subject to the exemption or locational penalty. Well category determination application procedures high cost gas well high gas well category assign all existing wells with January 1st 2009 satisfied with the definition high cost gas well with the equivalent of subdivision B4 this section below. If the number of the day with the high cost of the report of the first day of the first of the production on or after January 1st, 2006 well should automatically qualify the cost of the recovery with a period of 36 calendar months with the following the day of the first production along with the term of the period given by the Department according with the Arkansas Code 28658-172 on and after for January 1st, 2009 with a high cost gas well category assigned with a newly permitted well safety satisfied with the definition high cost well according with subdivision B with a section above the design well with the core categorized in accordance with subsection D within G of this section. The well should automatically qualify for the cost recovery of the period within the 36 calendar months following the first production and the use in the long-term period over the grant of the Department according with the Arkansas Code 2658-127. C1. At the conclusion of the cost recovery period of subdivisions I, 1A, and B, the section of the well should be automatically reclassified with a high cost schedule no longer subject to the tax rate of the cost recovery period. B. Subject to the applicable variance tax rate with accordance with the Arkansas Code 2658-111-5D unless the application is made with a classification marginal high cost gas well with according with subsection I, 3B with a section below with the effective date with the automatic reclassification shall be the first day of the day following over the month following with the month of the specified with the recovery period. New discovery gas well. The new discovery gas well with the category should be determined all existing conventional well with the January 1st, 2009 on the day with the head of the report of the first production after January 1st, 2007. The new discovery well category should be automatically assigned with the newly permitted with the conventional well with the on or after January 1st, 2009 by the time the categories in accordance with the subsection D and G with the section. Who the well category determined shall remain within 24 calendar months of the following the date of the first production and with the conclusion of 24 calendar months of the following date with the production of the new discovery date gas well with the termination automatically terminated effective the date with the automatic termination shall be the first day of the month following the month of the actual the date of the termination occur. With the well shall be automatically reclassified the conventional gas well with the subject applicable variance tax related to the specified within the Arkansas Code 2658-111 and FD, but unless the applicant the classification marginal conventional gas well with subdivision I3B with the section below with the marginal conventional gas marginal high cost well. Apple of the marginal gas well category shall be assigned with the existing conventional gas well high gas well with the January 1st, 2009 with the qualify with the marginal conventional gas well with the marginal high gas cost well, which for the day did not qualify either the new discover the gas well with the well determine the cost recovery period with the subdivision I2 with the AB with the above with the high gas call with the well determine the cost recovery the period with the set forth with the subdivision IA1 AB above with conventional gas well with the qualify with the air with the marginal conventional gas well with the high gas call with the well qualifies marginal high cost gas well. Permit holder may apply with the director in public production conservation marginal conventional gas well with the marginal high cost gas well category determination. The request shall be on the form prescribed with the Director of Production Conservation and with a copy of the mode for the region of the wellhead with the deliverable rate with determination for all of the producing zones, the base on the one with the current well had a deliverable rate with methodology specified in subsection H for the section above with the effective date with the applicable the marginal date gas well with the determination shall be deferred for the day of the month following month of which for permanent holders application received the equivalent of the subsection F of the section permanent holder shall immediately know for the direction over the production and the conservation of the writing of the well with which has not been previously determined the marginal conventional of the gas will no longer qualify with the marginal conventional gas well with the marginal high cost gas well with no longer qualifies as the marginal high cost gas well. When previously determined the marginal conventional gas well become capable of producing 2,500 MCF per day with a 13-day period with a previous well previously determined with a marginal high gas well will become capable of producing more than 100 MCF MCF per day with a 30-day period with a permit. The holder submitted with a copy of the most recent wellhead deliverable rate for each of the production zone well base 1. Current wellhead deliverable rate with a methodology specified in subsection H of the section above. With the required written note of the Director of Production Conservation well classified with a high cost gas well with a non-descriptive gas well with a conventional gas well of the high cost gas well with a described with the automatically classified with the conventional gas well with the variance tax specified with the Arkansas Code 2658-111 FD, 5D. Failure to comply with the provision section of the may result in the initiation of enforcement action according to Title 15 Code Arkansas Rules 275-104, including the assessment of civil penalties not exceeding $2,500 per day of each violation. Alright, so part 2, drilling and production.